Hey, it's me and Jason. We're back again. I'm in the truck. Got a different position, same place, so I'm not unemployed anymore. Still not happy about it. I want to live my life unemployed. Foxy.
Sure.
Oh my God, he's been adulting so hard lately. I mean, like full on own house, no roommates. Got a stove. Did laundry. Did the
Got my.
did the
Became an Ohio resident.
girlfriend did the girlfriend's laundry.
Yeah, I told her that
Got
too. I was like, it was just right there. I might as well wash it.
yeah. He's got his car is up to date. His license is up to date. Oh my God, he can go buy guns in Ohio now. Insurance went way down getting out of Florida.
I was paying $260 for liability only in Florida. I came to Ohio, added comprehensive and collision $500 deductibles, and it lowered down like 197, almost $200
This stuff's
a month.
all right. Stopped in the we can't really say very good, but because stopped in the Casey's just to this morning. The stuff was on sale for 3 for $6. I recommend.
See, that's adulting 101, finding a good deal. My
On
stove
sale.
was $1,000. It was on clearance because I think it was last year's model and they were trying to get rid of it.
Same
But it
stove
was
I
half
got.
off. They delivered it and they fucking hooked it up for me. So,
For $30.
right, went Lowe's for the win.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Now today we were supposed to have been joined by my son and his little friend, but
that's why I said 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
my son and his little friend went out in Nashville down there on Broadway. Just got all sorts of
Liquored up.
fun up, all sorts of fun up. Yeah, and then didn't make her home till he said 6 o'clock, but it's probably like 10. Knowing him, he just sleeps a lot. It's all his
He
fault.
gets he gets it from his mom.
Well, his mom does like to sleep a lot.
We tried to call the
Bolton,
other one. We tried to call the other bouncing baby boy, but he's
he's
being
going to
active in
work.
our society.
Going to work, paying taxes, all that crap. Yeah. This whole adult thing and paying taxes, I don't like it. I want to be an illegal where I don't pay taxes, and the
I want to
government
be
just
illegal
funds me
right
and
now.
everything.
But speaking of
Daddy's
politics,
back.
because you brought up that Daddy's back, and 14,000 oil field workers went back to work the other day.
Hmm.
Drill, baby,
Yep.
drill.
I'm just wondering how many pipeline workers are going to be going back to work pretty quick up in the Dakotas with the Keystone XL.
Well, I
Get
mean,
all our, get all that cheap Canadian oil.
yeah, and Trudeau is resigning. I think it's official in March,
Um.
or is it May? It's an M. It's one of those two.
Well, what I heard, I think what I read was that as soon as they get a replacement for him, he's done.
I thought Paul LeVay or Paul LeVere, the other guy, the
Oh,
conservative guy in their parliament, who you see all the
yeah.
Facebook and shorts and stuff on,
I don't know.
that
It's
guy.
Canada.
He
It's
was eating
Canada.
an apple during an interview with a Canadian reporter, and he was just like, "No, no, no, no! You brought this up. What do you mean?" Because the guy was
Yeah.
asking him like one of those questions where it was like, "Bro, you're just trying to get
One of
some
them
shit out,"
gotchas.
and he's just like, "No, no,
Yeah.
no! What do you mean?" He was eating his apple like, "Fuck you." It was American moment with maple syrup.
Oh man, they got some good maple syrup, dude. Canada has all the fun stuff. I mean, they've got ketchup flavored Doritos. They've
Wolverines,
got different Dorito flavors. They've got
Bears,
coffee.
Goose.
Can't remember if it's coffee crisp or coffee crunch. It's almost like a Kit Kat except the cookie coffee flavored. Oh my God, they're so good. They've got they call them Smarties. They're not like those American little powdered sugar pressed together. It's like their version of the M&M, and oh my God, it's so much better. If you drink the Molson, up there in Canada, it is so much better.
What about Labatt
Mm.
Blue?
I was
I
drinking
like
Molson when
Labatt's.
I was drinking Molson up there, so I don't know about Labatt's.
Isn't it like 90% of all of Canada's population lives within like 100 miles of the border of America.
It's a high percentage. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like Toronto, Winnipeg.
yep. The Eastern territory, not
Then there's
territories,
that one out
provinces.
west. There's the one out west. It's like by itself. Stampede
Uh,
Wrestling. We're the Hart family.
uh, uh,
Calgary,
Calgary. Yeah, Alberta.
I believe so. I think that's the province it's
Yeah,
in.
not
But
Providence. Province. Providence is in Rhode
Louis,
Island.
Louisiana got parishes.
Oh, yeah,
They
I
have a
love it.
lot of snow. My kid sent me a picture, and my friend Brittany Poirier, she will be one of the NiMRoDs soon to be.
Occasion, sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting story. You know, it's
That's some good stuff.
real quick. Fucking what's that Hillbilly Elegy or whatever? JD Vance's
Yep.
book, the movie
Yeah.
on Netflix, bro. Like me and the girl watched it last night, and it was just like, oh man, like it really humanized him. Where it's like, yo, this dude went through some shit growing up that a lot of people could probably relate to. Like, doesn't matter what
Yep.
your color is, your creed. If
Yep.
you're
Yep. Yep.
American, you grew up in the '90s, 2000s, and
Yep.
it's oh my god, Glenn Close plays the grandma,
Really?
and at the end they show the pictures of the actual family,
Yeah.
and it's like she looked. She wore the same goddamn shirt, and it's like it's a typical grandma from Appalachia, like what I would see. You
Yeah.
know, curly, short, ugly hair, cigarette hanging out. The next one ready to light up as soon as that one goes
Mm-hmm.
out, like, but
Yeah.
doesn't die of
See,
fucking lung cancer.
I read the book quite a while ago, and when we went to Maine on vacation, we stopped and saw Jennifer's Aunt Cookie. Her real name's Mary Beth.
It's all Jen's aunt.
Cookie. Yeah, Cookie. Anyway, she's like, "Oh, JD Vance this, JD Vance that." I'm like, "I don't know who this guy is." "Oh, you didn't ever watch the movie Hillbilly Elegy?" I'm like, "Oh, that's him. I read the book." You know, I listened to so many
Yeah,
books. I mean, there's
but
nothing else to do on the road. You can listen to music, which it's all the same crap anymore, or you can go through books.
if it's if it's if it's anything like the book, I didn't listen or read the book, but it's like if the story's true, it's like, yo, this guy's a pretty decent representation of a typical American family.
Yeah, yeah,
And it doesn't matter what you look like, it's where you live and how you live. There's a struggle everywhere you live,
yep.
unless you're fucking a land baron's kid or an oil baron's kid. You got to work
Well,
for something.
I kind of identified a lot with this book. I remember in one part of it, he was talking about he went to some fancy dinner party when he was in college, and they asked if he wanted flat or sparkling water. He's like, "Huh?" Had no
Yeah.
idea what the difference was. Growing up, I didn't know what the
There's
hell
a scene
sparkling water. I didn't know.
that scene's in there, but it's not about the water. It's something else, and
Well, the
it was kind
scene
of like,
wasn't about the water, but that's what I caught out of it. You know, it's kind of
well,
like growing up.
yeah,
I didn't know you'd go to the store and buy asparagus. I thought you had to go out and pick the shit out of the wild. I didn't know they farmed it. I had no idea. You know,
Mom, how
dumb
are
shit like that.
babies made? Start breathing some Bruce.
Well, it was shit like that, and I didn't know you could go buy it. I thought it was just something that you grew. You know, I
It's
had no
grown
idea.
somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't
Well, you
know.
know
I didn't
what's
know the shit came in cans.
I always get it in the bag, the fresh. I don't go canned stuff. I have some
Oh,
canned stuff just to be safe. I try
ooh,
to get
safe.
fresh
You've got safety
produce.
food. You've got safety food.
I do. I got 72-hour ration in a bucket.
Yeah,
And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, the food's it's cool, but the bucket can come into
yeah,
fucking handy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I that's what I got Jason for housewarming, Christmas, birthday, and something else.
I was gonna
And if
get
you
you
put
ammo.
and and if you put happy birthday and blah 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 on for Amazon, and then you put bitch on the end, they won't put
They
the
won't
thing in
send you
there.
the
They won't put
card.
it. Yeah, they won't send you the card.
For like,
I
what
thought
was it,
it'd
like
be
a
pretty
week?
fitting.
You're like, hey man, did you get that? No. I looked, as it's still, I have it in my safe, or right on top of my safe, my gun safe.
Yeah.
That's where all my survival stuff is. I got a BDJ gun room.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I'm like, the bedroom's too small, so eventually I'll put the like a little computer table or something there, so I could do
You
this
need a
from there.
you need a tornado room.
I have a basement.
Oh. Yeah, I got a tornado room. That up and downstairs. That no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I got a few years until I bitch about it. But the thing
Yeah.
about that is, I want to get a pool table. I suck
Mm.
at pool, bro. Like I am
Ain't no way in
horrible.
hell I'd be carrying. If I got a pool table, it'd be in my garage.
I have an overhang that's kind of hanging on by its last thread,
Um.
like a carport.
o- Okay, Drew Carey. Pool table, backyard. Drew
Yeah,
Carey.
yeah. I was thinking about that. Now, if I get a
Well, you
pool
ever heard?
table,
Have you ever heard of the term cow pasture pool?
no, Bruce.
It's what this one dumb redneck called golf.
You know what? What's his name? The golfer,
John
John
Daly?
Daly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my hero, bro.
You know what he calls vodka? Arkansas
Water?
mineral water. Like, hey, that guy fucking, he's like, you know how many times I've done been drunk and I second place.
Hmm.
It's like, man, imagine if
Hmm.
you were even more drunk, probably. Because like the
Well,
drunker I get, the better at pool I get. Because I'm like, yeah, ugh. And I don't
I
heave it.
remember Tiger Woods was talking about him one day and how he can't. He was drinking, and then they went out and played golf, and then he was drinking some more, and then they played some more golf, and oops, forgot to turn the CB radio off, and then he just kept getting better.
Whoever knows what CB stands for, leave it in the comments, and Bruce will give you something. Maybe like a
Something.
dad joke or fatherly advice. Nothing
Oh
monetary.
Lord,
Something you could take with you forever.
definitely, definitely.
But if we should ever win if one of us ever hits the lotto and you don't see
You'll
one
know.
of us for like a week or two, we probably didn't die, or we did because we bought something stupid. It was like, watch this shit.
If I won the lotto, I'd probably keel over of a heart attack.
Yeah,
I was
yeah. No,
almost dancing in the store when I won $8 in Ohio a while back.
shit. For my our thing is for like the family. Like, I don't know what I don't know what to get my sister. You know, like my dad, I could buy him a box of ammo or a gift card to, the local like Bass Pro or something. I know what he wants, like with that.
Oh no, can't be Bass Pro. It's got to be Fin and Feather. Bass Pro's too far.
Until I started showing prices of like, oh hey, yeah. And they give a 5% military discount over I think
Hmm.
$10. But if you're buying a gun or
Something like
ammo,
that.
you're getting a 5% discount.
Yep.
And the fact that I don't care, I will drive that because the guys at
Yeah.
Bass Pro, they're just like, hey man, what kind of shooting do you do? Or what type is it?
Hmm. They're not like Fin
I
and
will,
Feather. Oh, this is the best thing you can buy ever. You got to buy this one. Yeah. Fuck
yeah.
you.
That's like the
Yeah.
guy
No.
when I was at that indoor shooting range down in Florida, Frog Bones. The man tried to convince me, what was it? A, a 300 blackout is the exact same ballistics as a 30-30. And I'm like, ooh. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I watch a lot of fucking Ron Spomer. He will not be
Ron
wrong.
Spomer.
He is the most excited, monotone person. Like his facial expressions change, but his tone doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. But a 300 blackout and a 30-30 are
30-30.
nowhere near the same.
No.
350
No. No.
legend and a 30-30, we could talk.
Much different cases, but yeah.
But at least you have an argument. But
Yeah.
speaking of
Yeah.
stupid arguments,
Oh Lord.
fucking today is Sunday, January 26th. We have the NFC and AFC title games at 3 and 6:30. The
Who's
Washington
playing?
Commanders go to Philadelphia and take on the Eagles.
Oh, please let Washington win.
I want Washington to win because I I feel Jaden Daniels is the rookie of the year by far. And there was no expectation of this team. Like you got him, you got scary Terry McLaurin. That's about it.
Yeah,
This kid
I don't
should
like
be the
Philadelphia.
fucking he should be the MVP of the fucking league because he is the most valuable asset to that team. That's how it is. But I hope they
But
win. And then at 6:30, you have the Bills go to the Chiefs. So what's going to happen is it's going to be 23-23, about a minute left.
yeah, you think
Fucking,
so? 23?
it's going to be tied up at something. And the Chiefs are going to score to tie it up, leave a minute on the clock. Josh Allen's going to get it at the 30 because they're going to kick it to the end zone. At some
Yeah.
point, you're going to fucking hear Jim Nance go, "Oh, wait a minute. Here they go. Da-da-da. Oh, Jim, it's coming back."
Oh,
Fucking
there was a
Chiefs are
flag
going
at
to
a
win.
play.
The Chiefs are going to win. Either that or it's going to be Patrick Mahomes going for a thing. They missed the 4th and like 2 on a pick and whatever. Oh, but he roughed the passer. And it's like he didn't. Nobody even got close to Mahomes.
Yeah, yeah, his own guy ran into him. Yeah.
Do you know why Patrick Mahomes wears number 15? Because
Why?
that's how many yards your ass will give up if you fucking touch him. Personal foul, motherfucker.
Well, first off, I'm disappointed in the Washington. When they said, "Oh, you can't be the Redskins anymore. That's racist," and all this other shit. And then they said Washington football team. I, I loved it. It was like a big, middle finger to the NFL saying, "Yeah, fuck you." Then they changed the Commanders. I wish they would have just stuck with the Washington football team.
The only
Fuck
acceptable,
them.
I think well, there's a whole thing
Sentinels.
why
Yeah, you're
this
going to go Sentinels. I know you're going to go Sentinels.
Sentinels. Fucking
Yeah.
Sentinels. And we had
Keanu
a guy
Reeves.
named Flacco in the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about them
I,
apples?
Keanu Reeves. Yep.
Yeah, he was
Underwater
great.
throwing stuff. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm
One of the
thinking about
greatest movies.
greatest
Well,
actors.
no.
One of the greatest American actors.
Yes. 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 Yes.
They have a bad movie with him.
I can't. Oh,
Okay. And I don't even
I'm sure
like
there was
John
some.
Wick's. They're okay. I don't the story. I'm not a big John Wick fan.
Well,
The first
you
one
start
was
saying, "Oh,
great.
Keanu Reeves is one of the greatest actors." I agree, but then I think about
Constantine.
Nicolas Cage.
Well, he's
Nicolas
Canadian.
Cage. I no, I'm talking about Nicolas Cage. He's so over the top and he's so bullshit and so everything, and you can't stop watching. It's like when you're going by a train wreck, you're like, "Oh my god, it's terrible," and you can't take your eyes off of it.
It's like I'm
Keanu
gonna watch this
Keanu
whole
Reeves
bus
is
with
Keanu
kids.
Reeves is a great actor, but Nicolas Cage is so much more.
Animated.
It's like you've taken crack. It's like he is
He
crack.
was in Ghost
He's
Rider.
crack.
It was a perfect role because it was like you need
The
that over
movie
the top.
sucked. The movie
It
sucked,
was
but you couldn't
great.
stop watching it.
It had what's the not brother but the oldest brother from Yellowstone, Jamie. That was the
Leonard?
bad guy in
Oh,
Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. He had the
oh,
fucked up teeth. It's like, bro, you scored it big. You couldn't get braces.
yeah. I mean, if you can name Nicolas Cage movie that was actually a good movie, like
National
a good
Treasure,
movie that
the
you'd
first
want,
one.
without
Gone
him being in there
60
and just being so, I mean, he was so far. Oh, what's her name was in there though?
Nah, she wasn't that hot. Lord of War.
Yep, he wasn't over
Running
the
with the
top. He
Devil.
wasn't. Don't remember it.
It was on Hulu. It was where he plays like some type of specialist where they're running drugs and he's following the mules, like making sure every step of the way. And I mean, he had maybe 10 lines through the whole fucking movie, but it was like, you know,
Well, I
uh,
remember there's one something about driving. He comes back from hell. He's got this fancy gun, and there's this demon chasing him, and he's got to go save his grandchild. And he
yeah, I
gets
don't
this
know.
other hot chick to help him out. And I don't know the name of it, but that's like
Snake
it's the
Eyes.
stupidest. Don't remember it. That was the
Uh,
stupidest damn movie I could think of, and it was great because that
Con Air.
crackhead Con Air again. It was a stupid movie.
And that had another great actor, John
But
Malkovich.
Yes. Oh, John Malkovich is just, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He would definitely be my spirit animal.
But you want an Angelina Jolie movie? Oh man, the whatchamacallits,
Gia.
Tomb Raider.
I was gonna say Gia because she does a full-on lesbian scene. It's like
Yeah, I don't
that
remember.
was at the time she was, having an affair with her brother. So in real life,
Weren't her and Billy Bob married or
it,
something, and
it I
carried
don't know if they were.
carried around vials of each other's blood and
You want me to
stuff,
be
and just
honest?
all
You
this
want me to be
weird
honest?
shit.
We fucked on the car on the way here. It's like, bro, you guys are high on X. Like I'm 12. I know.
Yeah, probably.
They're superstar. They're superstars. Biggest in the world. They probably have the best drugs.
Yeah,
We got the cocaine that makes you horny as shit and don't die.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I had to plug my phone in. I didn't remember to charge it, and this takes a lot of juice out of it. Can't believe it.
I'm out of
What, you
coffee.
run out of coffee? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, you had to buy a new coffee pot the other day at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god. That goddamn thing. I was telling Pops about it today, and I was like, after like 20 minutes, I put my hand on the thing, and I'm like, I should be burning my hand right now. Like, at
Mhm.
least make me want to. I was so pissed off, and I had to go to Walmart of all goddamn fucking stores.
Oh, the damn stores.
Yeah, of all the fucking stores. Fucking Boardman Walmart. Anybody knows Boardman Walmart? I hate
Well,
going to Ohio.
you watch Mallrats, right?
I
They got
would
kicked
do it,
out of
but
the
I
good. They got kicked out of
kicked
the
out of
good
the
mall and had
good
to go to the
mall.
dirt mall. So
Yeah,
I'm guessing
third
Boardman's the
nipple.
dirt Walmart.
Yeah, but there's no chick with a third nipple that could tell your future there.
Really? I
There's
don't.
nothing there. That
I've
was
seen
that was the
Mallrats, but
whole
not.
reason they went to the dirt mall so they can get their
I,
fortune read.
I
It was
thought
a
it's because they
piece of
got
gum
kicked out of the
cheese.
other one.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
it was to go see Madam whatever.
gosh, that movie was so stupid. One of the Jersey movies and whatever, and with
Kevin
oh
Smith.
god,
Oh,
yeah.
Jersey Girl.
Well, was that one of the Jersey movies? Kevin Smith
Oh yeah,
ones?
it was
Is that part of the
Clerks.
like not really series, but
He uses all the same actors, but it's like
in the
like
world of Kevin Smith?
yeah, he's a big comic book guy, so he kind of
Yeah.
created his own universe.
Yep.
But what was it? Clerks, Chasing Amy, Mallrats, Dogma,
Clerks
Jersey
2,
Girl.
Dogma. That's got to be the most awful
Oh,
movie
you
ever.
can't even
I
buy it.
love it.
You can't even
Really?
buy it. No, like not on Amazon. I tried to buy that bitch. I couldn't buy it. This is movie not available. Like, Daddy's home. Maybe that shit'll go away.
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Did
I
you
don't know. They
ever
were talking about
ever hear the movie Kids? It
kids.
was like one of the first rated X movies. Rosario Dawson, she's like 14 in this movie. And it was like kids with AIDS back in like the early 90s. They were like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, something like that. Like
Mm-mm.
I don't even think they were most of them were 18, but uh yeah, it was a story about kids and like
That
one of them
stuff's really
got
good.
AIDS or something like that. It was
Oh
bad.
no, I don't remember that one.
Yep.
I don't know. I might have to listen to Hillbilly Elegy again though.
Give the movie a shot.
I started watching it. I got like I don't know 10, 12 seconds in. I'm like, nah, jump something else. I was watching Night Agent last night. I was up till like 11 o'clock watching that stupid show.
What is
I
it?
love it. Night Agent. The second season just came out. I I finished one episode. I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh no, I got and I sat there. I watched 7 friggin' episodes yesterday, up till like 11:30 at night, tired as
Did
hell,
you did you do
just
American
fighting
Prime
to stay
Evil?
awake. Not yet.
Fuck. You anger my soul.
Okay.
It's a great show. Like the first
Yeah.
episode, it kind of just sets everything up.
Yeah.
But then once it's like straight action and fucking like a great story and
Well, that's what everybody told me about Game of Thrones. Oh, the first season you got to watch it just to get the background, and then it's great after that. I'm like,
if I
yeah.
gotta watch a whole fucking season to get the background, I'll just read the book and get it done and probably get better detail.
Well, what I don't get is they're not. Dude's not even done. There's still one or two more books coming out. HBO already did the whole thing and finished it, their way. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
What?
But they
HBO?
did it like that because, yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Nobody
they
reads
have,
books anymore, hardly.
they do have some of the greatest TV shows ever.
You told me, oh, you got to watch Boardwalk Empire. You got to watch Boardwalk Empire, and it was great up till that last stupid season.
Okay, every show is like that. They boom, 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 and then it's like the last season. They don't give a fuck. Hey, who cares?
Yeah.
We're done. We're gonna kill
Well,
this cocksucker off.
there was a show on TV, and they set off nuclear bombs in America. Anyway, it was great, and then they just canceled it. Then they started to bring it back because there was so many people wrote in, oh, you got to keep it going, and then it just ended in the middle of a thing again. As they were flying over the Republic of Texas or into the Republic of Texas.
Goddamn
I
America.
can't remember the name of the show. Marco.
There's a show with the late great Bill Paxton
He died.
uh years ago.
Huh.
Uh it's called
How
Texas
much sense can I
Rising.
say? Yeah.
Oh, it was a good one. I think it was on Prime for a while, but you might have to look around. Probably on fucking Tubi. But
Yeah.
it's like a 10 episode season of like
Yeah.
the second the Alamo's over, like
Oh,
they go
like old school, not current.
this was I think 2012 or 13 it came out.
Well, yeah, but it's about history. It's not about current.
Oh yeah, it's called Texas Rising. I mean, it's about the goddamn Texas War of Independence.
I thought maybe it was
And
about Texas fucking rising again.
no, Bill Paxton's dead. Um,
Republic of Texas now.
I don't know why people hate Texas so much. Like Florida, it has very
It's so fucking
similar.
hot.
I have pictures to show different this past week. My kid sent me a picture from Lafayette, Louisiana. They had like 7 inches of snow, and then they got that picture from Lafayette, and it had like a foot.
And once every bajillion years, but
Oh yeah.
it's because
Well,
of global warming.
you go to the fucking panhandle up there, it gets cold.
Well, hell,
So
yeah,
that part
I've
of
had to deal with.
Texas.
I've had to deal with. Yeah, and then during the winter, it's 20 degrees with 8,000 mile an hour winds and like an 80 below wind chill. And during the summer, it's like 8,000 degrees with a blow dryer blowing right on your face. It's horrible.
It's fucking Texas though.
And
Like
what makes
what
Texas
other
better than
state would
Tennessee?
be as it's bigger?
And if
Maybe
you
it's a
split
whole lot better.
Alaska in, if you split Alaska in half, it'd be the third largest state in America. There's more land uncovered when the tide goes out in Alaska than the entire state of Texas.
Well, but do they have the same like rules and laws in Alaska as they do in Texas? Because I know Tennessee's fairly similar.
Alaska, there's no income tax, there's no sales tax. They
God
pay you to
damn.
live. They pay you to live there. The permanent fund dividend. They tax the oil line. They put a tax on the oil in the
All right.
pipeline, and the people get half of the money, and the other half goes to the
Hey,
state.
and what
Guns
are
are
they going to
easier to
do?
buy. Marijuana was legal years ago.
Well, to be fair, if you
Years
live
and
out in the
years ago.
bush, I don't think anybody's like, "Hey, you're going to pot plant." Like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm gonna sick my fucking buddy the brown bear on you. We have an
And you can
agreement.
go to and you can go to half the rivers up there and find gold.
Oh, Yeah, but see, if I went up there, that would be like a
Look,
total
I've
disconnect.
got like
So,
$40 or $50 worth of gold that I found myself.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
if you have like a dime
Found
size,
$13 in one day.
if you have like a dime size piece and thickness of gold,
Yeah.
you can make that thing stretch like a 4x8 type of like on a piece of plywood. You could coat it like it gets real thin, but
And if you've got a nugget that big, the size of a dime, it's worth like twice as much the weight because it's a nugget.
yeah, it's crazy. I remember they
Hmm.
used to tell us like dare and all that. Oh, if you're, I mean, if you have a pound of a pound of heroin and a pound of gold, the heroin's worth more in its own weight. I'm like, why aren't we backing our money off of it?
If you've got a pound of pure heroin and you can stretch a pound of pure heroin to what, 4 or 5 pounds for street
I'm not
use?
a drug dealer. I don't know that stuff like that. I know weed. It's my stuff. My
Mm-hmm.
booze don't need nobody. Yeah, it's
No,
1:30. I can start drinking beer now, huh?
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's afternoon.
Oh,
It's
actually,
football.
speaking of Louisiana, I found a flake of gold down in Louisiana too. There's one place in Louisiana you can find gold. Do you know that?
Where's
There's
that?
one park in, I don't remember the name of the town. There used to be a volcano there, and some gold came up, and it's in that one area, and that's it.
No shit.
Yeah, me and the family went down there in the day, and the kids were playing in the park, and the wife was sitting in the car just twiddling her thumbs, bored out of her mind, and I found a flake of gold. Went to Arkansas, looked for diamonds, didn't find any. Found all kinds of different gemstones, but no diamonds. Crater of diamonds, state park, I think. Costs you so much to get in, and you go out there and just sift through the stuff. It's kind of fun.
They're paying you to do work for them.
You know, you're paying to do work for them. You get to keep what you find.
So
You
it's
know, it's
kind of
not
like
like you're.
you're just being
It's not like
taxed.
it's not like you're getting slaved in Africa to go work in their diamond mines. You're out there doing your own thing in their diamond mine.
I don't think the diamond mines. I don't know much. Like I remember the movie Blood Diamond. Obviously, it was a great movie,
Yeah, yeah,
but I don't know if blood diamonds are a thing as much because now they have the artificial ones. And I think to like the average goer, you wouldn't know. Like I wouldn't know
yeah.
what the fuck I'm looking at.
Oh, I guarantee
But
you, they still got the
I know
blood
I know
diamonds, conflict
minerals,
diamonds, whatever you want to call them.
conflict minerals.
Yep. Oh God, there's a
That's
lot of
else.
lithium, and Africa's
Cobalt.
so full of everything.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, isn't
There's
it the largest continent by far? Like you could fit like most of Europe, America, and like
is it? Shit, I don't make me
something
lie
like
to you.
that. Yeah, I
It's
don't
bigger
know.
than Asia, and I'd say Asia's probably the second biggest.
Well, you got China and Russia there. Fuck
I,
yeah,
I
it's
learned all this shit. I learned all this shit from Mr. Garmin in high school. I don't remember that stuff.
yeah. I don't. Well, I don't remember like talking about that, but yeah,
I
no. I mean, there's a
vaguely.
lot of conflict minerals in Africa, and it's kind of like
Mhm.
I don't know shit about it other than that. Other than that guy did that documentary, he showed the video, and there was like 40,000 people, with babies and stuff, and all these companies that say they get the minerals ethically. Everything's OSHA standard. Well, he's
Yeah,
just like, yeah, no,
no.
it's not. He goes, I snuck in. He has the thing, and it's just like, you just go in and get a sloth, and it's like, oh, I found something. You run up, go get your money, and you have your
Yep.
kid with you and stuff. He's like, right now is like in history or at
There's
least
more
recorded
slaves in
history.
Africa than there was in the rest of the world before.
Yeah, it's like you're talking about some big
Yep.
empires, son. But there's more
Yep.
people on the planet too.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering about America. You got all these illegal workers come over here to work. How many of them are working on like somewhere because they want to, and how many more working somewhere because they're forced to once they get here? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't
That's
either.
like
I mean, that's
it's like all this. We're gonna round it. It's like, how do you start? How do you
Yeah.
start rounding people up? Like I know that something about Chicago. They went and started around like ICE started rounding up kids or something,
Well,
and
I remember
I mean, they've kind
back in the
of popped up.
'90s, INS, well, ICE now went into IBP, Iowa packing plant in Waterloo, and they rounded up 100 and something people one week in one packing plant. They went back the next week around. I mean, like 3 weeks in a row, they rounded up over 100 illegals and sent them away. You're not going to
Well,
stop that until you start doing something to the people that are employing them.
well, that's the biggest thing. It's kind of like it's one of those things like they knowingly accepted him to work there. Like they're just part of the they're half the issue. Shit,
Yep.
they if it's a big enough corporation, the CEO probably has some of his buddies in Washington be like, "Hey, let's let Joe Biden do this." Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm going to
That
pay a
too.
$1.50 an hour type shit. I'm not going to
Yep.
pay the
And
average.
then,
It's not going to,
yeah.
uh,
Well, my sister Vicky, she worked at a packing plant in Britt, Iowa, making canned hams, and she wasn't getting rich, but she was making good wages.
yeah,
But
living
now,
wage.
like, oh no Americans want to work there. That's why they get all the illegals and this, that, next thing. No, the Americans don't want to work there because they can hire the illegals for dirt and pay them next to nothing, and they're happy with it because it's a lot more than they make down in Mexico. And there's 10, 12, 14 people living in a house or an apartment big enough for three, and they're still better off than what they were. It'd be
Yeah,
so easy.
I mean,
They really, 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 really need to revise our immigration policy. Make it easier for these people to get a work visa. When they come up here, you're not Trump over. They're sending all the drug dealers and all this and that next thing. Well, they're not. The drug dealers are coming up because it's easy.
yeah,
I'd say 90% of people want to work, and 10% of people are running away from something. If they make it easier for people to come here legally,
I can start a new life and all my sins are forgiven.
get a work visa to come up here, get a background check, because I don't care who you are. People are people. You got dirtbags in every race, creed, religion ever was.
Yeah. The really messed up part is just like the ones that they do catch and they're doing like a violent crime. It's like, why are you just letting them back on our streets? Like,
Hmm.
you guys can go chuck them, chuck them back where they came from. Go put them in Antarctica. Go see, use them.
Why are we why are we bothering to prosecute them, put them in our jails when we can just send them home? Why? Why am I wasting
Well,
my money paying for
let me
somebody
ask.
that's not? Get rid of them.
Here's okay. So like you have Guantanamo Bay is in
Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah.
You have Alcatraz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that was for the worst of the worst of the worst. It doesn't have to be, but you got like islands where there's like, hey, you're gonna go there because it's like until we figure out, there's no way you could get out
We
because you
still
how you gonna
got to.
swim?
We still have to support them.
Oh, I mean that would be like a transition. Like we're gonna go drop you off on like a desert island, make penal colonies everywhere.
Be
Like, oh,
British.
you want to? Well, I mean,
Drop them in
okay. Escape
Australia,
from
there, mate.
what about what's that fucking movie? Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Pliskin.
Snake Plissken. Yeah.
Yeah, Snake. But it's like at some point, like other civilizations that did it, but they at some point every empire falls.
Why?
Some
Yeah. No shit. But
so it's
like I
like,
say, why bother putting them in our prisons where I have to support them? If they're
oh,
from
fuck, pick an
they're
island
from
out in the
China,
Pacific.
India, whatever, just send them.
If you're from Asia, we'll drop you off halfway somewhere in the Pacific. Hey, you want to you ain't coming here, but we ain't sending you back. Here's make a life.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Have a
same with
have have one plane going to a certain country every week, no matter where you're from. If you
yeah,
got
yeah,
caught that week, you're
fucking
going to that country. Send them to Iraq. Who
C-130.
cares? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember after 9/11 when we started invading like Afghanistan and going through Kuwait to Iraq, it was like I
Yeah.
remember people always like, "Oh, send the prisoners." I'm like, Now, this is where it's like, okay, well, if you're going to trust a guy who like just murdered 20 people, like you're going to trust him not to be like, fuck this, I'm killing anybody I see, just to, you know, or
Yeah,
would they be like, oh, okay? But I think we need to. I feel like the best way for everything to happen, just shut everything down. Essentially, like,
yeah.
hey, let's
Oh, the
just shut the
generator
borders
kicked in.
down. Let's work. Let's worry about what we have. Let's fix it,
Yep.
and let's make what's
Well,
best for the people who are from here and who are
I've
American
said it
and
many
are
times, many
citizens.
times. Simple 3, 4 step thing. Number one, build the wall. Number two, while you're building your wall, redo your freaking immigration policies because they're no good.
It's outdated.
Number three, give them 6 month amnesty. Don't deport anybody for 6 months. Give them 6 months to get down to the border, properly register, and come back. After those 6 months, y'all got to go. Holla, get rid of them.
That was three.
That was four.
What was the fourth one?
Build the wall,
Amnesty wall.
revise the immigration plan, amnesty. See you later.
Okay. I thought like
Mass.
amnesty. I thought that was just that. I thought you were going to say
Oh,
fourth, put first AD down there.
oh. I'm telling you, put about 3 divisions and start rolling south and get rid of all the criminals and shit down there.
So
Mexico's
kind of like what they did
it's
in
full of,
Landman.
yeah, well, not quite, but Mexico is so full of resources. It's so, I mean, 99%. Well, I don't know. I probably shouldn't say, but most of the Mexicans come up here. They're working. They're hard workers. They're good people. You've
Yeah,
got you've got great resources. You got great farm ground. You've got good people. If you can get rid of the criminal element down there, they'd be better than Canada.
and that's where it's kind of like
Hell,
I
we're the
feel
ones
like
that screwed Mexico up to start with all the cartels and everything, bringing the drugs through the CIA,
well, yeah,
HW,
no, we definitely like you would think
George
like
H.W. Bush.
you're at our southern border. Like we don't want to rule you, but we want what's best for you because it's going to be what's best for us. So
Yeah,
if it means like having corporations go there and work and it's still a decent price, but everything's
yeah.
working 'cause we're on something else. We'll give you work. You work with us. We'll keep a
You know
big
how
happy
much better
place.
it'd be to have the companies down there if you built made Nikes in Mexico instead of China?
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like if you make shit
I mean,
right there, importation would be a lot cheaper. They would. I mean, you're gonna have good and bad in every society, but it's just like
you've
if you
got,
can
like I say, you've
try
got
your
great
best to do
workers, you've got a
good.
great location, everything. Yeah. But
Yeah.
right now, you can either go to China where everything's, I mean, like you're in a police state, you're cracked down, they can't do shit.
Well, India.
So you don't have to worry about it. Or you can move down to the hood. Mexico was basically the hood, you know?
Well, I mean, if you
Where
do
would you
those
put your
together,
factory?
me,
Yeah, as it
I don't
stands
know.
right now in the hood, where you're going to get
Detroit,
robbed every
it's
freaking
cheap.
day.
Now I would do it in Texas. You know why?
Hmm.
Because I would have a factory where I have my FFL license. You're not going to come rob a gun store.
Okay, Elon.
Yeah. Oh no, like in Landman when she says, "Well, I have a gun." The lawyer, when he's on the phone, with her, he goes, "Congratulations, you're in Texas. Everybody has guns. We wave at each other with guns." It's like,
We wave at each other. We're nice. We're friendly. That's because everybody has guns. Yeah. I
I
love
love
Billy
Billy
Bob,
Bob,
man.
bro.
Mm.
Goliath, where he's the lawyer.
I haven't
It's
watched
a
that one yet.
show. It's a show apparently.
Mhm.
I want to start
I've
because it's
seen
just like
somebody told me, maybe it was you that somebody told me about it, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta
I
watch that. I just haven't yet. I love Billy Bob. Ain't got no
uh,
gas in it.
yeah, and that was his first role, like
Was it?
real role. Yeah, I want some biscuits, some tears.
Mm. That French fry potatoes. Mm.
I done hit him with a blade. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say he
sling
needs
blade.
some biscuits, some tears. He told me to
Like,
call for a
yeah.
quarter.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking love that movie.
Oh, it's great. And it's so you never would expect it from him.
Well, you would have thought like he was Simple Jack, like in every movie. Oh my
Oh
God, I met
God.
people that never saw Tropic Thunder. Like 19-year-olds. I'm like,
Oh, they're children.
it came out in 2008. I know movies from the 1950s.
Fucker, we're old.
Now you're old as shit.
Yeah, you're one step behind me.
20
You're a
years.
fart. You're a fart.
It's better than being the whole piece of shit.
I guess so. You know that
Now,
little bit of white stuff on the top of chicken shit? That's chicken shit too.
what's the movie with Woody Harrelson where he comes out, he was living with the Amish, and he's like,
Mm.
"Yeah, man, I was milking your cow, and at first, man, I couldn't get it started, and all of a sudden, we only have a
We don't
bowl."
have a ball. No, that's a transsexual cow.
No, oh god, no, it's 2025. That shit's over, I think.
Mhm. No, it's dying. It ain't dead yet.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh God,
I got
there's
my,
so many
I got my,
horrible,
I
nasty
got my
trans
own
jokes.
fucking house. So it's like I have my four walls that I could just sit here. I say
Hmm.
so much fucked up shit that nobody knows about.
Mm.
I mean, the stuff I call my TV when I can't touch, like, because I don't have a remote and it's so old. There's no universals for it. I got this when I lived in the barracks, bro.
Mm.
So it's like I'm. Oh,
Mm. Oh yeah,
soon enough it'll be free speech. Free
just
speech
go
will
on
be
X.
freer.
Just go on X.
Yeah, I don't know why
Or is
everybody
it the?
hates Elon.
Or is it the X? Is it X or the X?
X.
I don't know. I guess back in the day, Elon had something that was like PayPal, but more, and he called it X. Long, long. That was. Read his book.
I
He didn't
know
write it. Well, excuse me, the book about Elon. He didn't write it.
he wanted to he's trying to make X like the platform, like,
Everything.
yeah, you can do everything on it where it's like pretty much social media, real news, and Amazon and this
Yeah.
and that, where you can just go, it's pretty much you just go into that like on its own. You'd probably be like, hey, you come on Starlink, this is going to be your browser.
Mm-hmm. Be the new Google, except better.
We
You know,
need a
everybody
Google.
keeps hinting that Elon's going to make a phone, and he
He
said,
talked
"No,
about
no,
it.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that." But
I think he said he like, had the thought, and he goes, there was just no money in it at the time. Maybe now there is.
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't. I'd buy it.
I'm not going through a phone shit right now. God damn it, that phone pissed me off this week.
Oh yeah, you're on your own phone plan too. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
You are Mr. You're no longer Fox. You are Mr. Fox.
I might even get a job just for something to do.
What? No, don't go that far.
Okay. Well, my shooting habit is starting to pick up as spring nears its little head soon
As
enough.
it's not so freezing ass cold out.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can't do the sub-zero temperatures, but when it's like 35 degrees, I got my boots, I got my bibs, I got my jacket. I'll
You
go freaking.
Floridian.
Yeah, when these people are walking, like, it's like, well, how are you not fucking cold? You have a hoodie on. It's 12 degrees out. Like, Anthony comes over and
Yeah,
I'm like, you're not cold? You have a hoodie. No, bitch.
yeah.
It ain't cold. I'm like, oh, that goddamn blubber. Son of a bitch.
Hey. Oh, you got a real girlfriend now?
Yeah, I have a real girlfriend. Not the blow up type.
Yeah. She's got a job.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not a need, it's a want for both of us, and that makes it so much better. I feel people just get into relationships now just because oh my God, I'm 23,
Mm.
I have to do it. Oh my God, I'm 30, I have to do it. It's like, no, 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 no. You
Mm.
want it, so now you're
Yep,
feeling you need it. It's so much
yep,
better
yep,
when
yep.
either of you, a relationship is better when the other person doesn't need you, they want you. I don't
Yeah,
need you because I got my own place. I don't need you because I got my own fucking job. If you weren't in my life, it wouldn't make a difference other than me just being happy or not.
true,
If you
true,
depend on
true, true.
somebody else financially, It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna, at some point,
And it's a
somebody's
need. It's not a want. Yep. Yep. That's not how you stay married for 30, almost 31 years.
once it's kind of like the army. Well, at least, well, yeah, the army. It's kind of like, you do 12 years. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to retire. I got 8 more. Once you get over like 15, 20 years, it's like,
It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. It's just too much of a hassle to
like
change. Yeah.
I like your, I like your cooking and you keep the toilet clean. It's kind of nice.
It's not kind of like underwear after so many days, you just got to change them.
Yeah.
Wives, their wives are not like underwear.
No,
You
they're
can
like
wear
their
them for a long
M&Ms. They're
time.
different. They're different colors, but they have the same filling. And we leave you with that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a NiMRoDs all around. So, as Bruce
Well,
would say, drink more water.
Hmm.
Don't get taken.
Peace out, y'all.